What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Loopring. Loopring has been mentioned by Vitalik and a few times, actually, in interviews. Um, layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. So I want to actually take a look at it. Before I do, I update the spreadsheet, the first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel. Had you invested $100 into each of these, you would be in and you were still holding it all, you'd be in profit for around 9.5k. But you shouldn't have been holding it all if you'd done that. This at one point was well above 100k. What this is should always be a reminder: take profits throughout your bull cycle, because if you try and get out at the top, most people miss it and then ride it down. If you want to see the coins that I'm buying up right now in this bear cycle, then you just come to copymycrypto.com. Bear cycles, I've shown whatever financial market it is in the past. Look, it could be NASDAQ, it could be DJIA, it could be the gold, it could be diamonds, it could be housing. In a bear cycle / recession, these are the best times to invest. They get you the best returns on investment. Even Phantom right now, with all these retracements, is still up 51 times from when I did a Udemy course on it. So if you want to see the coins that I believe can do those gains, those 20x's, those 40x's, those 50, those 100, just click the link in the description and check it out. Right. Loopring. Loopring is trading at about a tenth of its all-time high. Its all-time high was knocking about sort of $3.40 or so. Although I can get the exact figure, can always be found on CoinGecko. It's trading around 40 cents right now. So Loopring. Now Loopring has been mentioned by Vitalik in a few different ways. So this is an article from like November of last year. So it's less relevant, but I want to point out. So Loopring had a price pump after Vitalik Buterin's blog post, where he put why we need wide adoption of social recovery wallets, and the post outlined the importance of social recovery options for cryptocurrency wallets, mentioning Loopring multiple times. Furthermore, Vitalik goes on to explain the technical details of how the Loopring wallet works in tandem with ZK rollups. There's no doubt that Vitalik's recent blog post is a big reason for Loopring having that little run. Moreover, Vitalik's blog post confirms that Loopring is the real deal, and the layer 2 solution is exactly what Ethereum needs in order to solve its high fee issues. Now, and here's the article to be fair, by the way, so you can actually go check it out. One thing I'll say as well is, look, I've watched Vitalik Buterin in multiple interviews. He was interviewed by Lex Friedman, and mentioned Loopring a couple of times in that. He's had other interviews where whenever he's spoken about layering solutions, one of the first that he ever talks about quite regularly is Loopring. So he obviously has a high opinion of it. Loopring itself initially was meant to be a Neo-based project, and they transitioned over to Ethereum. So it's secure, open sourced and audited. They've got low costs and they've got an immensely high throughput. And one thing that I see a lot of questions posed. They also have their Loopring exchange, their Loopring DEX as well. One thing I see a lot about in terms of questions about scaling solutions, like, you know, once Ethereum moves to proof of stake, are these layering solutions going to have a purpose? And yeah, of course, because what's going to happen is with Ethereum, they'll be able to have higher throughput. So right now, let's say, you know, Loopring or scaling solutions can 10 times the throughput of Ethereum. But if Ethereum can 10 times their throughput after proof of stake comes, after the merge is completed, then they'll 10 times their throughput, but that means the Loopring's throughput will be 10 times that. So all of a sudden 100 times. So the scaling solutions are here to stay. So Loopring incentivizes behavior based on their token economics. Now, Loopring fees are really minimal. They're actually pretty damn good. And fees accrued in tokens other than Loopring and ETH are sold on their layer 2 for Loopring and or ETH. So it does help long term in terms of price appreciation. So 80% of Loopring of the tokens go towards liquidity providers on Loopring order books and AMMs. At least 50% of this proportion goes to LRC related liquidity. 10% goes to insurers who put capital into a safety insurance fund. 10% to the Loopring DAO. The DAO decides how to spend these funds, whether it's buy burns, in permanent loss protection, further liquidity incentives, and grants. Loopring itself, like I said, their scaling solutions and their ZK rollups have been very, very successful. On their AMMs, there's like a 0.3% fee for swaps done. 0.2% goes to liquidity providers. 0.1 is the layer 2 transaction fee that's paid to the Loopring layer for the ZK, so that the ZK rollup can run. Taker fees are 0.25%. Maker fees are minus 0.02%. So makers are users who add liquidity to the order book. As a result, they earn a bit. And also transfers, really simple. The fee. So there's a small fixed fee for layer 2 transfers for users, currently at around 5 cents, although I imagine it's probably a bit less right now. And fundamentally, what Loopring does have going for it is a couple of things, right? First of all, they are truly well embedded into the narrative of the importance of layer 2s. The fact that you're seeing on a consistent basis, whenever Vitalik actually has a discussion with anyone, that he brings up Loopring as one of the scaling solutions that he's very, very bullish on. Right now, they're fast, secure, and they have 100 times lower fees. The fees are probably not going to be resolved for Ethereum that well by just moving to proof of stake. That's unlikely to make a dramatic difference to fees. Should improve potentially a little bit, but the throughput is the bigger thing. And Loopring, because of their setup, is ideal for multiple different things, whether it's business or whether it's you as an individual. Now, what Loopring have in terms of max supply is 1.374 billion. So we're only about 40 million away from the max supply right now. 97% of it is already out. That myself, I personally like a lot. I feel that allows for price appreciation better when all of a sudden, because there's no risk of all of a sudden, 100 million being added to the circulating supply and people selling off. And they have a decent amount of total value locked. It's about, a third of the overall market cap. Now, Loopring right now, market cap is about 500,000. If Loopring was to drop into the 15 to 20 cent region, or even the 20 cent region right now, this could be an immensely strong investment, purely off of the basis that, it's actually improved its all-time highs the last 2 bull cycles. So it's feasible that this could go to even greater heights, $5, $6, maybe $7, in the next bull cycle, particularly if we're seeing Ethereum reaching 5 figures. The scaling solutions across Ethereum are going to have some serious price appreciation. If this were to drop to 20 cents, even just to the previous all-time high, it's at least a sort of 17x. But if it makes new all-time highs, which I think are probable for most layering solutions, then all of a sudden you're looking at very possibly 25x, 30x. And particularly when you bear in mind, again, Vitalik has spoken about this a bunch of times. Now, he might just start talking about a different scaling solution in the future. But if he mentions this again in another bull cycle, that's going to give it another surge. So this has got real potential, real potential. And like I mean, I've said it before, guys. Like, one thing that everyone needs to continue paying attention to are those scaling solutions. They're going to be around. They're a necessity for the most popular blockchain on the planet. As that most popular blockchain becomes more of a store of value, which seems to be where the narrative is going to move to, then rather than using your ETH, people are going to want to use a like a scaling mechanism. So Loopring, using the Loopring token. So if Ethereum's 10K, why the hell wouldn't we see Loopring, high single digits? Very possible. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and tell me actually what's your favorite scaling solution, because obviously there's a ton. So let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. It's a nice thing to do, guys. And if you want to see the coins that I'm buying up, just come to Copy My Crypto. It's, like I say, it's where I share every coin I buy and sell. Right now, obviously, I'm buying up because it's a bear cycle. I'm going to continue buying up whenever an opportunity presents itself. And if you want to see the coins that I think can 20x, 40x, 50x, 100x, then you just have to click the link in the description and check it out, folks. That's it from me. Take it easy. Bye-bye.